So the reason I'm doing that complex is because my cleans, I have a problem of rounding my upper back, so it's good to do like clean pull from the hang, because it's a lot easier to like maintain that arch when you're at the top of the hang, and then try to feel it at the top and then slowly go down. It's a lot easier to maintain and it's a lot easier to strengthen that way, so that's why I'm doing that complex. You can see like a lot of Chinese lifters that do this, they work a lot on their positioning. Like they actually do a complex like this, squats in perfect form, they slow down the eccentric to really strengthen it. And I think that work is like really useful for beginner weightlifters. And like for a lot of people I coach, for their snatch, I actually recommend them to, at the bottom of the snatch, to hold it for at least 1 to 2 seconds before standing up. That improves like the positional strength at the bottom. And I recommend that they hold it overhead once they complete the lift for like 1 to 2 seconds as well. Like you see a lot of beginner lifters is rush through the lift, and the second they have it overhead, they just drop it. You know, it's good to just like hold it overhead just for, you know, a few seconds, just to be able to, you know, stabilize in that position. You need to work on that, especially when you're a beginner. At the moment of my training, it kind of sucks because from Miami, I actually destroyed my wrists, both of them. My right wrist especially. My left wrist is beginning to feel kind of fine, but my right wrist is pretty fucked, and I can barely like jerk 120 overhead without any pain. I was able to clean like 180 kilos for a few singles last day, but it was just too painful. So I think what I'm gonna do training now is just to focus on strength entirely. Just do squats, pulls, maybe some overhead stuff like military press and overhead press, but I can't do any jerks. But at least with the strict press, like I can hold, like I can sleeve my wrist like this instead of bring it back like that. That's what causes the pain. So I'll see how it goes. So that was just out of boredom. I just want to see how a wider stance will be with the sumo deadlift. It actually feels a lot easier, but I'm gonna leave it here because I don't want to do anything stupid like jump up to like 310, 320. It's gonna fatigue myself for tomorrow's squat session. So I'm gonna leave it here, but I got good practice, so I'm happy. So it's kind of weird, my wrist, I think it's getting better, but if I use straps, like when I do power clean and power jerk, it doesn't hurt my wrist at all, so I'm gonna do that for today. I just tried it like without straps, and it hurt a bit, so I'm gonna avoid that for a while anyway, and see if it gets a bit better just by resting it and just doing what exercises I can do.